I'm Hasib, professional trainer.
We identified five major categories of UPSC aspirants.
For college students, the fundamental thing to do is to find that right balance between your college life and preparation. There are some basic things that you can easily take along with your college life, like reading a good newspaper daily, identifying a good book list, as well as studying the exact demand of the prelims as well as mains exam. Also, make sure to enjoy your college life and do not sacrifice it entirely for preparation. Towards the end of the college life, in the final year, maybe you can shift to that full-time preparation mode when the academic demand becomes lower, and by the time your college ends, maybe you will most probably be ready for a good serious attempt. For working aspirants, the fundamental thing to remember is that your time is limited. Make sure you are budgeting it very efficiently. Try to identify a very limited book list and find time for thoroughly reading it and revising it. Identify the exact amount of time that you can find out after your daily life, and try to find more time during the weekends. And once you have identified the exact number of hours that you can spare every week, make a realistic timetable which sticks to that and which ensures that by the end of the year or by the time prelims come around, you will have covered the entire optional as well as the entire GS as well as current affairs demand. So in short, the fundamental thing to do is to budget your time efficiently and making sure you are getting maximum output for that limited investment. For passionate UPSC aspirants, motivation is often not an issue. They are well motivated. The thing to do is to channel that motivation into a scientific channel. Make a year-long timetable which adequately covers all the aspects of preparation, like covering the static basics, covering current affairs adequately, preparing for the optional, doing adequate number of mock tests for prelims practice, and writing answers regularly for mains practice. So balancing all these things, making a scientific timetable and keeping up that motivation throughout the long UPSC journey is what converts your motivation and passion into complete success. It's very natural to have self-doubts at some point of the journey. I am from an IIT background and I had prepared adequately well for my second attempt. And yet I failed to clear it, and at that point I had a lot of self-doubts. And the thing I did is I tried to do some brutal self-analysis. I tried to identify my shortcomings. I talked to some of my friends and mentors to help in that journey. So what I would advise is try to do that. Try to identify the specific problems that you are facing. It may be something as simple as allocating too much time for current affairs, or not doing adequate problem practice, or doing too much problem practice and neglecting prelims. So try to identify your own specific issues. And once you have done that, that will naturally provide you more clarity. You can create a specific time-bound plan to remove these shortcomings, to improve your own preparation in a time-bound manner. And this will remove your confusions and get you back on track on a successful UPSC journey. We need to acknowledge the fact that uncertainty is an integral part of UPSC preparation. Like when I was starting my UPSC journey years back, I was ready to invest a lot of time and effort into it. But at the same time, I was clear about the fact that at the end of all these years, the output might not be proportional to the efforts I had put in. That uncertainty, that result of high competition is an integral part of our UPSC journey. So my advice is that in addition to preparing for the specific demands of the exam, we also need to prepare for that uncertainty. We need to plan for that. Once we are well versed with the exam's demand, we can kind of quantify our chances. And similarly, we can quantify the chances of our failure and we can inevitably plan for it. There are alternate paths apart from UPSC. There are ways to ensure financial security along with the UPSC journey. There are career avenues within the UPSC path, like being a mentor or being a faculty at an institute. So we can explore all this, we can plan for the uncertainty, and that will in turn reduce the pressure and the various financial stresses that come with being a full-time aspirant. And the fact of the matter is that the UPSC journey also equips you for life in many ways. The diverse and varied skill sets that we pick up along the way, like being consistent, the vast knowledge that we accumulate, and the ability to plan and strategize in the long term, they will all come to good stead in any specific career that we may choose, and also in navigating life in general.